Namaste. Today I'm going to be talking to you about yogic kriyas and pranayam with the objective of strengthening the lungs and the overall respiratory system. I am coming to you today from a village called Raghunathpur near the famous town of Varanasi in India, which is supposed to be one of the oldest towns in the world. And I'm lucky to be here, sitting by this lake with the sun setting down behind me and share my practice with you today. So without further ado, let us start. So to start off with, please seat yourself on a yoga mat or a carpet or a lawn perhaps, or a chair or a couch, or stand if you have to. Right. So once you find yourself in position, I request you to try and lengthen your spinal column and straighten your back. Keep your chin parallel to the ground. Close your eyes for a moment. Just move around a little bit, relaxing your body, wearing a smile on your face, relaxing your mind. And let us start off with our first kriya. And this one is called Kapalbhati, or the shining skull, or the shining forehead. So Kapalbhati is a kriya in which you're supposed to breathe in and out from your nose. You keep your mouth shut. And your focus needs to be on the exhalation in Kapalbhati. So when you exhale the breath, you should try and engage your diaphragm or your abdominal muscles to push the air out from your lungs. You can also use the assistance of your throat muscles to push the air out of your lungs. Let me just demonstrate to you before we can practice a few rounds together. So to start off with, you can take your hand, place it on your belly in a manner such that your little finger is on your belly button and the rest of the hand is close to the diaphragm. Again, it's very important that you keep your spinal column elongated, shoulders roll back, avoid slouching, and breathe in and out only from your nose, and focus on the exhalation like so. So you will see, if you observe closely, you will see there is a movement of my belly, and also I engage my throat muscles to push the air out and oxygenate my lungs and my blood. So let's give this a go. To start off with, we will do 2 rounds of 10 cycles each. And as we progress, we can increase the number of rounds and cycles. But today's, for those of us who are practicing for the first day, place your hand on your belly, close your eyes, keep your mouth shut, and let us do 10 rounds of Kapalbhati, 10 cycles of Kapalbhati, I beg your pardon. Once you've done with 10 cycles, you take a break for a couple of seconds, maybe 10 or 15 seconds. You dive into round 2. And you relax, lengthening out your spinal column, keeping your chin parallel to the ground. You know, this kriya is called the shining skull or the shining head kriya for a reason. For those of us who practice Kapalbhati, it brings a natural glow to the face, especially around the forehead region. Also slows down aging, strengthens your lungs, reduces the fat in your gut, and helps you have stronger lungs. The next pranayam that we're going to practice is called Surya Bhedana and Chandra Bhedana. Now in Surya Bhedana, we breathe in from the right nostril and exhale from the left, and we do 5 of these cycles. And once we've completed 5 cycles, we then breathe in from the left nostril and exhale from the right nostril. The first one is called Surya Bhedana. Surya, which means sun, it actually increases your body temperature, right? Therefore, it's called Surya Vedana. And Chandra Vedana, which is when you inhale from the left nostril and exhale from the right, what it does is reduces your core temperature, right? For those of us who have a stuffy nose, of course, shouldn't be practicing these pranayams. Those of us who don't, let's start off. To start off with Surya Vedana, what you can do is you can tuck your index finger and your middle finger in and have your ring finger and your pinky or little finger pointing outwards and your thumb pointing outwards too. Now you face your hand towards yourself. You close your left nostril. I'm just going to demonstrate before we practice together. Close your left nostril, inhale from your right nostril. Close the right nostril, exhale from the left nostril. Now this is Surya Vedana, and the opposite is Chandra Vedana, where you inhale from the left nostril, close the left nostril, and exhale from the right. So let us practice 5 cycles of Surya Vedana and then 5 cycles of Chandra Vedana together. So you close your index and your middle finger, face your hand towards yourself, close your left nostril, and now we start off with Chandra Vedana, where you inhale from the left and exhale from the right. Excellent. Now the next pranayam we're going to practice is called Brahmari or Brahmar or Bhavara, which is the Sanskrit term for bumblebee. And now what we're going to try and do in this pranayam is try and imitate the sound of a bumblebee. So here are the instructions. I'll give you a demonstration before we practice 5 cycles together. Take your index finger, place them just above your eyebrows over the sinus region. Take the other 3 fingers, middle finger near the nose, ring finger near the lips, little finger near the jaw, and you take your thumb and push them into your ear, towards your eardrums, closing your ear. Close your eyes, inhale from your nose, keep your mouth shut, and make a buzzing sound like a bee, massaging the inside of your sinuses and your nasal cavity, like so. So what you need to do is take a really deep, big breath in from your nose, and keeping your mouth shut, you create that bumblebee sound from your nose, massaging your sinuses, your nasal cavity, and clearing it up. And if there's any swelling, etc., it tends to reduce. So let's do 5 cycles together. Take a deep breath in and exhale till you try and pump out all the air from your lungs. So let's give it a go. Thumbs in the ear, index finger over the eyebrows, other 3 fingers in the face, keeping your back straight. Close your mouth, big inhalation. Mm-hmm. you're done with 5 rounds, open your eyes. You can also take your fingers and massage your eyebrows, stow your sinuses to feel relaxed. The next pranayama that we're going to practice together is called Singhasana, or the lion pose. Now this is a pose where you let out your wild and your ferocious side. It also can look a little funny, so try and enjoy yourself while you do this. Right. So to do this, what you need to do is sit down with your legs. I'm just going to give you a side profile. Sit down with your legs folded like this and your hips on your heels. Take your knees, spread them apart, maybe a foot or a foot and a half apart. Take your hands with your fingers pointing inwards, put them like this. Ensure that your hips are touching your heels. What you can do is also arch your back and look up towards the ceiling or the sky. Now in this pose, what we need to do is let out a ferocious roar with our tongue sticking outside. So you stick your tongue out. I'm just going to give you a demonstration on how you need to do it. Look up, big inhalation, stick your tongue out. This is again a great pranayama, not only for your lungs, but it's also proven that it improves your cognitive abilities or your cerebral functioning or your brain function. It also prevents diseases like Alzheimer's and memory loss. So it's essential we practice this frequently. Right, so let's practice 3 cycles of Singhasana, or the lion's pose, together. So, big inhalation. Once you're done roaring like a lion, you can sit down comfortably. Get ready for the next pranayama, and this one is called Bhastrika, right? And in Bhastrika, it is pretty similar to Kapalbhati, but what is the additional thing that we do in this pranayama is create some additional space in our chest to enable the movement, the in and out movement of the lungs, right? So what you need to do is keep your hands like this, keep your mouth closed, and breathe in and out from your nose, engaging your abdomen and your throat muscles. So when you take your hands up, you see there's a space created in the chest, you inhale. Get your hands down, you exhale. So let me give you a demonstration with a couple of cycles. Keeping your mouth closed, engaging your abdominal muscles, your throat muscles, breathing in and out, moving the lungs completely in and out, strengthening them is the objective of this pranayama. So let's put our hands on the sides and give this a go together. We do 10 cycles and 2 rounds of this to start off with. Keep your back straight, chin tucked in, chest out, stomach engaged, smile on your face, and close your eyes and follow my count. On the count of 1, you inhale and move your hands up. Count of 2, you exhale and get your hands down. So let's start off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and relax. Let's start off with round 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and relax. So we've given our lungs quite a workout today. So the final breath work exercise that we're going to do today, it's called equal breathing. Now, equal breathing is very important, not just for the body, but also for the mind. Because of course, we all know there's a deep correlation between the human mind and the human body. If the human body is unhealthy, it has the potential to affect the mind and vice versa. The WHO in a recent publication said that over 90% of the modern day ailments are because of stress. So stress is a mental thing, and when stress happens, it affects the breathing. So when you're stressed out, when you're angry, you're sad, you're anxious, you're jealous, what it does is it influences your breathing. The breathing gets erratic. The Indian yogis, they believe that it is not the calendar years that dictated your lifespan, but it was the breath. And in a recent scientific study, scientists also mentioned that the average lung capacity of a human being is about 6 liters, and the human only uses about 25 to 30% of the lung capacity, which means that the efficiency of the human lungs, or the efficiency of our breathing, is highly underutilized. So let's see how we can improve the efficiency of our breath, how we can balance our breath, how we can live and lead a healthier life by embarking upon this journey of mindful breathing and breathing equally. So what is equal breathing, one might ask? Equal breathing is the time taken for inhalation of a breath equals to the time taken for an exhalation of the breath. Now I'm just going to demonstrate to you, and you can of course follow me as I demonstrate. You can lie down on your mat or the lawn or the carpet or the couch you're on and get your heels close to your hips, keeping your shoulders open, gaze towards the sky, but you can close your eyes. You have one hand facing the sky, the other hand on your belly button to ensure that the breathing is deep and diaphragmic and not shallow. Not shallow breathing like a puppy, but deep breathing like a tortoise. So we put our hand on the belly and close our eyes. I'm going to just guide you for a few moments before you can explore your own rhythm. In this guided breathwork exercise, I'm going to do a count of 4 to inhale and a count of 4 to exhale. Try and pay attention to my voice and follow the count, please. Close your eyes, exhale all the air, and now inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now, have a few moments of silence. You can practice this equal breathing routine for 2 or 3 or 5 minutes, for as long as you like. And the objective is to breathe equally. Therefore, you sharpen your mind but relax the body. You find your own rhythm. It doesn't have to be a count of 4. It could be a count of 3, or a count of 6, or a count of 8. The objective is to optimize the utilization of the lung capacity, improve the efficiency of our breathing, and not just use 25% of our lung capacity like most of our fellow humans do. Right, you can slowly open your eyes now, roll over to the right side, use your hands to get yourselves up. Sit down with your legs crossed. You can sit down in half lotus, full lotus, or in a comfortable position. Straighten out your back. Keep your chin parallel to the ground. Now we're going to chant Omkar or Om. Now, the chant of Om is a timeless chant, and it is made up of three sounds. The sound of which is a vibration which comes out from around your diaphragm. The sound of O, which is again a physical vibration from your throat. And a sound of Ma or M, which comes out from your nose with your mouth closed and vibrates your skull, right? So it is O and Ma. So that's the chant of Om, and the aim of chanting Om is to take that vibration from the diaphragm, from around the heart, and make it move up in your body. As you chant Om, the vibration moves up and comes all the way to your crown on the top of your head. So if you like, you can fold your hands in a Namaste with your thumbs on your sternum, hands folded. Close your eyes. Inhale from your nose and chant Om with me. Slowly open your eyes. There's a smile on your face. And I thank you very much for attending this session with me today. Keep practicing, keep doing yoga and practicing pranayams and these kriyas. And this should be preventative for many respiratory diseases in the coming times. I wish you well, and I wish you the best. Thank you very much for watching. Namaste.
I create videos with the objective of providing solutions for day-to-day challenges that we face. With your support, I will be able to reach out to more people and will be able to produce more high-quality informational videos for you. I request you to share this video within your network, as this will create awareness by equipping people with these techniques. Have a beautiful day ahead. Thank you for watching, and Namaste.